Hey everybody, Rick here with Departure Heaven. Today is October 4th, 2024. Folks, I am watching the news and it's looking bad. It's getting ready to go down, folks. And we're already past the third, we're on the fourth day of the month, okay? And, people saying that this is going to go all the way till the 4th and the 5th of October. Possible rapture high watch dates that we've been watching since the first of the Feast of Trumpets, going all the way as far as Friday, which is already that they say that that's when they'll see the moon be spotted, and that's when it begins the new year. Folks, do not get bent out of shape if the rapture doesn't take place during this month. Okay? In fact, I don't know how to say this without hurting your ears, but we should not really be paying too much attention, to the Feast of Trumpets, because everybody's going to pin all their hopes on those couple of days, and it doesn't happen. It's going to diminish your hopes. You're going to lose faith in the rapture and everything else. What we should be looking at is Israel in this big war that's about to break out. Keep your eye on the ball, folks. Listen to me. Let that sink in. Jesus said to be looking at the signs. That means keep your eye on the ball. In other words, keep your eyes on Israel. The signs, the birth pains. Okay? He didn't say anything in the Bible about everybody be watching on the Feast of Trumpets. I might come on that day. Be ready. I might rapture you on that day. It did not say that in the Bible anywhere, folks. That he says, well, guys, watch the rapture dates from, on October's and September's. Now, I know we've talked about it on our show. We hyped it a little bit. But we also did put a little disclaimer that if it doesn't happen on that day, don't get yourself thinking, oh, wow, it didn't happen. I don't want to listen to this guy no more. We didn't set a date, folks, on that day that it was going to happen. We didn't guarantee it was going to happen on the Feast of Trumpets. We just said that's a high probable, high watch date that it could happen on that date. But Jesus didn't sit there and put this in the Bible about, watch the feast holiday, the Feast of Trumpets. I might come on that day. There's nothing in the Bible that says he said that. Okay? What he did say is to be watching wars and rumors of wars. And when it gets that bad, folks, or even at the door, folks, when the birth pains are like this, back to back, bumping into each other, then start looking up, folks, okay? That is how we know how close we are to the rapture, okay? Don't look at these Feast of Trumpets and entirely set all your hopes on those days and for it not to happen, and you'll be like, oh, man. A lot of people are going to be like bummed out, and they're going to lose faith in the rapture after that. They're going to be like, I ain't watching for this anymore. I'm going to start watching other YouTube videos about other things. No, folks. Keep your eye on the ball. That means keep your eyes on the signs. Earthquakes, floods. We're having them everywhere. Volcanoes are blowing. Okay? Crime is going through the roof right now. Everything that Jesus said to look for, we are to look at that and keep our eyes on that. But the biggest sign that I believe that is going to get us out of here in the rapture, the imminent rapture, which can take place anytime right now, even before I finish this video, is this war that's about to happen. Israel, keep your eyes on it. I know I keep sounding like a broken record. People, I don't think you get it. Those that are hard at listening, that if it doesn't happen, by Friday, which it is already, or Saturday, don't listen again. I'm saying it one last time and I'll shut up about that. Don't get upset and get discouraged. Keep your hope and faith in the rapture. It's God's promise. It's coming, okay? You just got to be patient. But if you want to know how close it is, he did give us the signs to look for to know how close it is. You keep your eyes on those signs that he listed in the Bible, okay? And that is the big one, the war. Psalm, Ezekiel 38, Psalm, the Psalm, all those wars, the Gog and Magog wars, the whole thing with Iran coming down on Israel along with all of its neighbors, Russia, the king of the north, coming down on Israel. Okay? Ezekiel 38, Isaiah 17. Right now, Damascus is right over by Lebanon where the war is going on right now. Now, a little bit of pep talk right there for you guys, okay? I know the rapture didn't take place. I'm not discouraged one bit because I'm not keeping my eyes on that. I'm keeping my eyes on the war that's about to happen. I'm more excited about looking at this war stuff because I know that means we're getting ready to go home. Not that I want to see Israel get hit. We're to pray for Israel and pray that nothing happens to Israel. We love Israel. We don't want to see anything happen to her. But the Bible says this will happen. And that's why we got to accept it, that it's going to happen. And that's what God is going to allow it to happen, because this is what produces the Antichrist to come out. The environment, this is what the world will look like, folks, at the time of the rapture. This is what the world will look like at the time of the appearance of the Antichrist, folks. When the Antichrist comes out, he's going to have something he can fix. If he comes into the world, we'll not welcome such a man. When the world is prospering and doing well, there's no wars, the economy's booming. No, folks. It's going to be in a time when the world needs a man like this to fix everything. And right now, the world is begging for a leader to fix it all. The world is in one big, hot mess. It's bad right now, folks. And it's just going to get worse next year. Folks, if we're still here in 2025, this year, it's going to make this year look like a picnic it's look like a picnic. And make it look like a picnic. All right? And it's going to be bad compared to 24. It's going to shatter all the records in 2024. It'll look like a day picnic in the picnic yard out in the field with the birds chirping, people just relaxing. That's how bad it's going to be. And why am I telling you all this? Because we're getting ready to go home at any moment, folks. And I'm watching this stuff right now, folks. Okay? Now, let me just go here. Now, I'm seeing videos right now from Canadian Prepper. I'm looking at him because he always watches all the war stuff. He's a prepper, okay? It says alert, days away from full-scale war, with a big quotation mark, okay? And it says war attacks Russia air base. Okay, Israel attacks Russian air base. Russia evacuates citizens. Okay, I just want to talk about that just for a second, folks. I've been seeing reports from different channels, okay, about that Russia is evacuating its citizens, telling them, not its citizens, but telling citizens in Israel. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay? Let me read it again. Days away from a full-scale war. Okay? And Israel attacks Russian airbase. Russia evacuates citizens. Now, I read this from his page, and then it says on... Listen, Watchwoman 65. She had a video on there saying this too. It's saying that Russia's telling citizens to leave Israel immediately. That's where I saw it. Following a strike on the Syrian air base, time's up. That's her channel, what she's saying on that video. Okay, and then Iran closed one of its main facilities as tankers have evacuated. And then here we go. Strikes, longshoremen's strike has ended until January. Okay, folks, okay, I'm going to tell you right, let me just go to one more page and I'm going to give you my closing thoughts real quick. I'm going to go to Hal Turner, okay? Israel attacks Russian air base in Syria, and I hate when they do that. They scroll. It's a scrolling thing on here. There we go. I stopped it from scrolling. Israel attacks Russian air base in Syria. Russia warns citizens to leave Israel immediately. Why is Russia warning citizens to leave Israel immediately, folks? Before it gets too late. It's what it says. Do you understand, folks, what is about to happen? That if Russia gets involved in this war and comes down on Israel, folks, that is major rapture territory, okay? That will really get us out of here. You know how big their army is and vicious they can be. Israel's Iron Dome will not be able to hold out on all of Russian missiles, including Iran's missiles. This whole ring of fire surrounds Israel. 200,000 plus missiles. Right now we're waiting for Israel. Israel, you know what Israel said? Netanyahu says that the response to Iran's missile attack that happened a few days ago, you remember that. We went live as it was happening, or a few hours after it happened. It was 180 missiles that Iran sent over into Tel Aviv. Very bad videos coming out, by the way. I saw something very hard to watch. People screaming and crying over. Some girl posted a TikTok video of it. Y'all remember that. Go back to my previous videos. There, after that, Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu said that Iran is going to suffer a long, brutal attack from Israel. They're going to get them. They're going to hit them back harder, a lot harder, and a lot lengthier time. Okay? And then Iran is going to hit them back harder. And then Israel's going to come back and hit them harder. You see, they're going to keep doing this back and forth, each one hitting each other harder and harder. And then Iran's going to be like, guys, can you help me out here? I'm getting pounded a little bit. And then Russia's like, I got your back. And then Russia gets involved. That's part of why they're telling their citizens to leave Israel. Because they're getting ready to help. I think Iran and Russia, they're on the phone probably a couple of times this past couple of days saying, look, man, Israel's going to hit us back harder than we hit them. Do you want to help us? Help defend them in case they hit us? Or should we just hit them right away again? Russia's telling their citizens to get out. To get out. Because Russia's probably going to come down on Israel. They're probably planning to hit Israel, folks. Okay? Are you seeing this, folks? Are you watching what I'm telling you? Forget about the Feast of Trumpets, folks. Even though we're still sort of in it, let's look at this. This is what's going to get us out of here. Okay? It's almost like if there was no wars going on. What if none of this war stuff was going on? And we were just sitting around like this, tapping our thumbs, our fingers on the table, just waiting for the Feast of Trumpets to go by for the rapture happened. I remember that. I think it was last year and the year before and the year before and the year before that we had the Feast of Trumpets, and it was just, there was no wars going on, maybe little proxies going on, and that was it. And I remember just tapping my fingers, watching TV. Well, it didn't happen again this year. Let's go to next year. Didn't happen that year. Now, this year, folks, this year is a game changer, folks, because we now have this big major war exchange going on between Iran is now in the picture, as well as possibly Russia, during the feast holidays, folks. And after, it'll be going on even after the feast holidays. And we're certainly to be out of here this year, folks, if this goes the way I think it might go. Mark my words, folks. If Russia gets involved and they activate the 200,000 rockets, Israel will not be able to defend itself against that. It will pull in the U.S., Britain, and all the other countries will have to dive in and help Israel if that happens. That will pull us in direct conflict with China and Russia. Folks, World War III will not really be started over Ukraine. It will be started over this Israel versus Iran. And Russia will be involved. Do you see it, folks? You step back and you see the puzzle coming together. That this is what the world will look like at the time of the rapture and the appearance of the Antichrist. A world in mess and chaos and wars and rumors of wars. Now you know what we need to be looking at. It is okay to look at the Feast of Trumpets, and I know I said that just a minute ago, that not to really watch that all, but keep your eyes more on the wars and the signs that Jesus said. It's okay to watch the feast holiday, but more or less watch the things that the Bible said. Okay, Jesus really didn't say, everybody keep your eye on Feast of Trumpets. I'm like, come on. He said to keep your eyes on all the signs he listed. Wars and rumors of wars. Earthquakes, floods, you know the deal. You know all of them. And that's what we're watching right now. Folks, let me end with this. I will be totally surprised if we make it to the end of this year. How fast things are moving right now with this war that's going up, that's about to happen. Folks, the big one hasn't happened yet. Okay? The big one hasn't happened yet. God is allowing this to slowly creep into that war, folks. If I were you, folks, if you're not saved and you're watching this video right now, I would be on my knees begging for Christ to come into your heart right now, because we could leave right now before this attack even happens. If God gets us out of here just before it happens, then he sees nuclear weapons being used. He sees the annihilation of Israel coming. If he sees it coming on this date and it's actually going to be using nuclear weapons, even Israel can use the Samson option on its neighbors, in turn blowing up Syria's Damascus. Isaiah 17. Right there, folks, God sees the future perfectly. We can see it, not like he can, because he sees it perfectly. Okay? He knows what's going to happen. He already saw this war happen already, folks. Can you believe that? He has already saw this war has already happened already, because God already knows the future. He's already seen it happen. He already knows how bad it's going to get. He already knows the exact number of people are going to die in it. He already knows exactly how many weapons and missiles are going to be fired. That's just mind-boggling. He's already seen the war happen already. God is infinite in time. Okay? Now, if he sees a nuclear exchange going on and it pulls everybody into a nuclear war, he may not let that happen. He may just get us out of here and get the Antichrist to stop it in time. So if we're raptured just before this happens, then he saw that coming. He saw a nuclear war going off as a result of it. Alright guys, this video is too long already. I know it's 17 minutes long. Okay, I didn't show any screenshots of the news articles I'm looking at because copyright issues. I guess sometimes if you show certain pages, they may give you copyrights for that. I don't want to chance that. But you can look this stuff up on yourself. It's not hard. I can leave the link to Hal Turner's site where I read some of this, and you can go to check out those two channels and other channels. Check out Bob Barber's channel. He's got some great stuff. End Time Dreams and Visions. I like his channel. There's a lot of channels out there, folks. Derek's channel, Bible Study with Derek. I don't know his URL, but let me just type in. If you just type in Derek, his channel will come up. In fact, I hate when I don't have my stuff ready, and I apologize, folks. Just to name a couple channels, folks. Uptime Community Church, check them out. End Time Dreams and Visions, Black Swan Revelations is good. Global Rapture Watchers is really good. Off-Grid Desert Farming with Paul and Adrian's good. NY Prepper's good. End Time Talk is good. We're going to have them on next week with us this coming Monday. Be ready to be on a lookout for that. TBN Israel is good. Steve Ram is good. Uplifted has got my video coming out in a few days. I guess they're going to upload my dream video on Uplifted. Red 310 is good. Blue Heaven is good. I want to have her on my show. End Time Generation with Dustin. Check his channel out. AMTV is pretty good. Kevin Huckman's good. I'm just looking down on these things. Got a Minute is good. Cloud9 Blessings is good. Robert Breaker is good. L.A. Mazzulli is good. Generation 2434 is good. And Repo Man 64 is pretty good. TLO End Times is good. Tim Henderson is good. I'm going right down my list here, the people that I'm subscribed. There's a lot on here to name. Oh yeah, check Revelation Harvester. She's got 475 subscribers. Her channel's growing. Check her out. She's a brand new channel. She's Shane's Black Swans Revelations. That's his sister's channel. So I'm doing a shout out for her. Okay, folks, I'm not able to find. Why is his channel not on here? Alright, folks, I can't believe I gotta do that just to do this, just to find his channel. I'm trying to get his channel name right to properly. Let's do this. I will just do it this way. Let me just go to one of my broadcasts. Here we go. Derek Drew. And you just put the @ sign and put in Bible Study with Derek. I think I got it right. All right. Check them all out, folks. Subscribe to their channels. The bigger your channel gets, the more people you can reach that are lost, that are not saved. Okay? Do that, and most of all, smash the like button to this video. It'll help this video reach the lost. Comment if you want to comment, and also smash the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's free to do. It takes 2 seconds, guys. I will see you later till the next video. God bless, and keep looking up, folks. You never know.